Hi, good morning, everybody. This is Marilyn. Do we have any audio this morning? Yes, thank you. Good morning, everyone. This is Marilyn, and it is the 8:30 a.m. edition of Welcome to My World. This is the 29th of January, and it is a Friday morning. So happy Friday, everyone. This morning, in about 3 minutes, we have quite a bit of news numbers that are coming, both in the from Canada. They have their GDP month over month, and a couple of other ones, and the U.S. will hit the advanced GDP quarter over quarter, and then there are a couple of other ones coming that are not quite as significant as that. At 9:45, we have Chicago PMI, and at 10 o'clock, we have a couple of revised numbers. Consumer sentiment revised. Geez, I love that. Anyway, for those of you who trade in the, when I say early morning, I mean real early, like about 2:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. And we do have traders at Apex that are in this room at that time, but the 30-year bonds have really moved up overnight. Wow, what a nice move. And it right off of an Apex E, and just, it never looked back. Just went, let's see, at least it went to a deviation and a half, and it's still climbing. I don't know how long that's going to last, but that is a big, nice move. The Japanese yen kind of fell out a bit overnight too. It had some huge volatility on its news announcements. I think they were around 7 yesterday afternoon. The U.S. dollar is up, and bonds are up. The U.S. indices are kind of, they're just kind of in a little range and trading along. When the open outcry opens at 9:30, that could change. Gold has had a nice move up also. So those are some places to at least look for some trades. Brent crude oil has stayed in a bit of a range too since yesterday, all day yesterday. We have the VIX closed at 2242 yesterday afternoon, so it's not really coming down, but it's inclined, shall we say, a little bit. I mean, it's certainly come down from that 27, almost 60 number that it had. So next week we have quite a bit of news, and on Monday, be careful about Monday morning. Usually on Monday mornings we don't have a lot of U.S. news, and these are not, you know, the big movers, but there are some U.S. and Canadian numbers coming out Monday morning. So if you make your trading day early on Friday, just be aware that next Monday morning, and it's also the first trading day of the month. So today is the last trading day of January, and since we're in a new year, this is the end of our first month. If you are keeping your records on your business plan of what your goals were for the month of January, and when you finish up today, then you can log into your business plan what your achievement was, and then set next month's goals for the total for the month and what you want to accomplish every week. And once you've got this plan and you've got a skeleton of it, then it's real easy to keep yourself on track, because as you may have noticed, you can get off in 7,000 directions here real fast. And then you have to stop and ask yourself, are you addressing the main thing? And the main thing is to keep the main thing being the main thing. And that's making money. So use that business plan and use it well, because you're going to find once you get used to that, that it does tend to keep you, right on the reservation when you start wandering off out here into the wilderness somewhere. If you have had a great week, there are many, 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 many traders who might take a super duper trade early Friday, if any, and then they just don't trade. At noon, the big institutional traders they're done for the weekend for sure. Some of them by 9 o'clock, 9:30 or 10 in the morning, they're done. So once in a while on a Friday afternoon going into the close, there can be some extreme volatility, but not very often. So that's about all I see. It looks like bonds might be either putting in an elevator to continue on north, or they might be trying to turn around here. We'll watch that and see what happens. So let's see, where can I find the business plan? Larry, you have to make your own, because it's such an individual thing. What is good for one, it depends on what you're trading and where you are in your trading career. I guess there is no outline. Maybe we should put one in the forum, but you need to have in that what your annual goals are, and then break that down into monthly and weekly goals, and that will keep you on target for your daily trading plan, which you need to have for yourself. It's a highly individual thing. Within that business plan, you need to address your emergency plan. What happens if you lose the internet? What happens if your system locks up and you have a trade on? You have to have all that written down with your account numbers and telephone numbers, and how long your system is going to operate on battery or whatever your backup is. You need to have a portion of that is your educational plan for the year, things that you want to learn and address and practice and incorporate into your trading. Everything that has to do your finances, what's your operating budget, what is your are you looking for capital outlays for the year? I mean, this is a business, and if you treat this like a hobby, it's going to treat you the same way. But if you're looking to either augment your income or use this as your primary source of income, it must, absolutely must, be a business. There is no other way. It doesn't happen by accident. It happens because you sit down and make it happen. If you're part of what you want to do this year is either upgrade your computer or replace it, or add monitors, or whatever it is with technology that you want to do, then that needs to be a part of your business plan. How much is that going to cost? At what point are you going to have the money to the money available to do that? Is that going to be by the end of the year, or is that going to be by within the first quarter? So, and you review this every single day, so it sets you up mentally to create a successful business, because getting paid on a profitable business is part of peeing, and we all need to do that. So I hope that kind of answers your question. Anyway, I think that's about it for this morning. If you are trading, Nadex Forex pairs, boy, the UJ has had to have been a great overnight trade. So for those of you who do trade that, you might want to get real familiar with the Japanese news, economic news numbers and their release, because it sure did affect the yen yesterday. Anyway, this has been my view from my world in Apex land, brought to you by Apex Investing. I'll see you about noon. Thanks.